For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV20, Lorain City Schools Television.
For the Lady Pioneers, Taylor Mail along with Jaden Robles, Tony McClinton, Cora Sanders, and Jada Gonzalez will get the nod tonight. Robles will be the big underneath at a 6'1" senior. For the Lorain Titans, Brooklyn Ferguson will be joined by Imani Thomas, Mackenzie Barraclough, Micaiah Herman, and Tanisha Llanos. And this is a very athletic lineup for the Titans. They're just going to get after you. Not a true big to start tonight.
No, it's going to be an up and down, quick momentum type of game for the Titans. One injury update, Don.
Yeah.
I noticed that Ashley Heisel is out for the Lorain Titans, and that's going to be a big blow. She is a junior who's a guard, and she's been playing varsity since she was a freshman. So that's going to be a big blow to Coach Feldman. But offensively, these Lady Titans are going to be moving the ball up and down the court. No true big like we hit on, but just a lot of energy and a lot of momentum going towards this basket.
Well, I'll let everybody know right now on the radio side of things. You can check this game out later if you like, courtesy of TV20. Joe Bach joining us for the broadcast, and we'll tell you all about TV20's broadcast as we go. But for now, we've got all the teams, both the teams rather, on the court. We're set to go. The Lorain Titans will be moving left to right in this first half of action, coached by Mark Feldman. Tony Brown's at the helm of the Lady Pioneers. Whistles will tweet, and we'll get underway. Elyria will control the ball. No real surprise there. Tony McClinton's going to run the offense. Man defense by the Titans to start things off. McClinton trying to create some space, being hawked out there. Works to the left elbow, sends it outside. Taylor Mail with the ball, drops it down toward the baseline. There's a post up by the big. Robles has the ball knocked away, picked up and heading the other way. Micaiah Herman drops it off underneath from one block to the other block, right back inside. Foul's going to be whistled underneath. And I think Taylor's going to be whistled for the foul.
Imani Thomas heading to the free throw line to shoot two. Just a great look by the Lady Titans, finding her underneath the basket, unable to convert that and one.
Jada Gonzalez, I correct myself, was whistled for the foul. Her first, team first. And at the line, Imani Thomas, the 5'8" senior forward. Free throw number one is good. First point of the ball game belongs to the Titans. And I think in that first sequence, you saw exactly what everyone expects from this game. Elyria came down and tried to set up their offense. Lorain tried to get into transition fairly quickly. Second free throw is a no-go. McClinton will come down with the rebound. Long pass forward, finds Mail. She'll look at a three ball, then reholster it without shooting it. McClinton now in between the circles. She'll be checked out there by Ferguson. Ball poked away, picked up. Fast break opportunity for Ferguson. She'll cruise in for the layup and roll it over the rim and in.
Excellent defense by Brooklyn Ferguson. She took the ball right from the Elyria ball handler and scored for the easy deuce.
Now they've got a 2-2-1 trap press, although you're going to get a foul whistled on Lorain. And you'll take some of those fouls early on in this game if they're pressure and they're smart fouls. That one's going to be whistled on Imani Thomas.
Absolutely. The ball was right on the baseline on the outside, and they did a good job of trying to trap there, the Lady Titans picking up some momentum.
McClinton will handle the inbounds pass. She'll do so to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will handle in between the circles now, facing that man-to-man pressure from Lorain High. Off to the left side, McClinton pump fake, takes the drive in the lane, floating jumper from about 8 off the back of the rim. Rebound collected underneath, put back up, and bouncing around the rim a couple different times. Robles couldn't get it the first time, got her own rebound, and it retains possession for the Pioneers.
A couple of offensive rebounds there for the Pioneers. I'm sure that makes Coach Brown happy.
Cora Sanders into the lane, had that ball poked away. It'll go out of bounds off of her. And I want to say Mackenzie Barraclough got a hand on that one. Now Elyria set to show a little bit of its own pressure. Ball will come into Ferguson. Quick pass toward the middle of the court, right across the timeline. No hesitation. Shot along the right side. Missed the first time, put back the second time. Neither one of those good for the Lady Titans. Fast break opportunity going the other way. We'll pull it down, get it out top the Mail, off to the right side. Cora Sanders thinking about a three and then thought better of it. Backed away, tried to take the drive along the baseline. Gets turned away. There's the drive by Gonzalez. Stops and pops from 10. Not going to happen for her. Nice rebound underneath that time by Thomas. Here we go, the other way, quickly. Barraclough with the ball. Drops it down to the baseline and then kicks it right back out. They'll work it inside. Barraclough falls away from about 4 feet, unable to get that one to fall. Rebound into the hands of Jaden Robles. Gets tied up. Alternate possession should go Lorain's way, and it will with 5:52 remaining in the first quarter. Titans up by a 3 spot.
Good ball movement there, Don, by the Lady Titans. Finding Mackenzie Barraclough underneath, just unable to convert on that open look.
Ferguson will run the offense from between the circles now. Looking at a zone defense by the Pioneers. They'll work it down. Barraclough with the ball at the top of the key, trying to get rid of it. Slings it out to the left side. 3-ball launched a little bit too long. Safe back in by the Titans underneath. No. Mail ends up with it. Fast break opportunity for the Pioneers. Gonzalez will slow things down on the left wing. Lady Titans doing a nice job of collapsing back into the paint and coming back out with that man coverage.
Doing a great job switching as well on the screens and picks by the Pioneers.
Bell for 3, left wing, front of the rim, no. Rebound, Barraclough picks it up off the court, then starts the fast break, slows down. Pretty wise right there. She was in a bad place. Now works up court, gets to the top of the key, still with the dribble, waiting for somebody to hand it off to. Finally does so to Llanos. Left side, here come the Lady Titans. Ferguson runs the offense to the right baseline. 3-ball launch, no. Rebound, going to stay with Lorain High. Nice pass inside. Barraclough missed that one. Another shot attempt that time by Thomas. She'll have another opportunity. Gets fouled this time. The foul will be on Jaden Robles. That'll be her first, team foul number 2 on the Pioneers.
And I think if you're a Lady Titans fan, the positives you could pick up is they're getting shots right around the basket, Don.
Yes.
That's one thing that Coach Feldman has to be pleased about is they're not taking many jumpers. It's all right around the baseline.
Imani Thomas, free throw number 1. She'll miss that one. 1 of 3 thus far at the line. It's going to be a good night of basketball with both the ladies and the guys' varsity teams playing here at Lorain High tonight. Second free throw is good. That'll be the second for Thomas. They'll make it a 4-0 lead in favor of the Lorain Titans. 4:39 remaining in this first quarter. Titans playing at least token pressure up court. Mail at the other end. 3-ball launch, misses everything. Rebound knocked around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Trying to get the rebound was Cora Sanders for Elyria along the baseline. Got a little bit of a bump, lost her balance, and headed out of bounds.
Number 4 checking into the ball game. That one we do not have on the roster, so we'll keep you posted as far as who that is.
I've got to guess maybe. Barraclough has the ball with the left elbow, sends it right back out top. I want to say that's Nixon, but don't quote me on that. To the left side it'll go. Herman drops it inside. Shot there is good. And
great drive by Micaiah Herman, just taking the ball right to the basket. Strong.
her first basket of the ball game, makes it 6-0. There's a turnover, picked up, heading the other way by Thomas. This is the layup, a little bit of pressure there. Second shot attempt, no. Barraclough tracks down the rebound at the free throw line, sends it outside. It'll bounce out of bounds, unfortunately for the Titans, unable to collect that one outside.
And you can tell that the Titans' pressure that they're applying to the Pioneers is causing some turnovers and some uneasy ball handling.
Marche Robinson comes into the ball game for the Pioneers. Sitting down will be Robles. Running the offense now. Jada Gonzalez. She'll work between the circles. Calls for somebody to come out and help out. That will be Tony McClinton. Clinton with the dribble. Seems like she's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting here for the Lady Pioneers. Gonzalez to the left elbow, sends it outside. They'll move it around. Clinton for three, filled it up. Nice shot by Tony McClinton. First basket of the game for the Pioneers comes at the 3:20 mark in the first quarter.
She had a wide open look. Pulled that trigger. Tony McClinton, excellent shot.
Nixon works to the left side, backs away from pressure applied by Gonzalez. Hands it off, coming around the top now. Llanos sends it right back out top. Less than 3 minutes remain in the first quarter here. 6-3 in favor of Lorain High. Lorain High on the drive into the lane. Shot up and in that time for Tanisha Llanos. Her first basket of the ball game. 4 different Lady Titans have scored already.
Everybody's getting into the action here tonight.
Clinton sends it to the left side. Gonzalez just inside the three-point arc. Launches a jumper, not going to fall. Rebound on the court. And you're going to get a jump ball. Alternate possession should stay with the Lady Pioneers this time. I'll have the ball underneath their own basket.
And that three-pointer by McClinton was the first points for the Pioneers here. And the first quarter is almost over. Good look there by McClinton to drain that three-pointer, get her team on the board.
Clinton sends it outside. Mail with the ball there. Being checked by Barraclough. Gets tied up. Ball comes loose. It'll go out of bounds, and it should be Lorain ball. It is.
McKenzie applying great pressure there for the Titans, able to cause that turnover and get the ball back.
Titans will work the length of the court here. And I'm going to have to make sure that Ms. Nixon gets credit if indeed that is her. I've not gotten any confirmation on that yet. We're going to get a double dribble out top. That'll be an unforced turnover on the Titans, and you're going to see a bit of a line change here for Lorain High as Brooklyn Ferguson comes back into the ball game. Kiara Jenkins on the court. Nia Smith trots out there, as well as Jersey Beard.
Coach Feldman really using his bench, getting some fresh players out there, Don, to try to keep up with this defensive pressure that they're applying on the Pioneers.
Part of the trick is Elyria Ward also reports in. She's going to be playing for the Pioneers. She's got the high post right now. She'll be out there along with Ms. Beard. They'll send it outside. A bit of a drive there, cut away nicely by the Lorain defense. Beard goes to the block, left side, spins, turns, flips it up with the right hand, and in. Her first basket of the ball game, just in off the bench.
That was a great basket by Ward. She shot the shot first time, didn't get it, followed her rebound, easy putback.
Little Nixon drops it down toward the baseline. Nia Smith there gets tied up. Jump ball, alternate possession will stay with the Lady Titans this time.
Little bit of a spark. Elyria Ward's providing for the Pioneers, coming in and making 2 plays already.
Lap of the ball, puts it into the Lorain High Titans' hands. Long pass out top will be Ferguson. She'll work the offense from between the circles now. 8-5 in favor of Lorain High. A minute 30 remains in the first quarter. Nixon on the left wing, looking for a little bit of help. Comes all the way across the top to Kiara Jenkins. Jenkins starts to move, works into the elbow. Tries to go up the shot, may have been partially blocked. Ends up going down to the court. Ball on the court. Tie up number 4 in this fourth quarter. Tell you, some ladies putting some effort into this. This time Illyria's going to come away with it.
Nia Smith for the Titans getting on the floor, almost coming up with that loose ball. Possession stays with the Pioneers.
Sanders will inbound. She'll find Marche Robinson, who will run the offense, and waiting for is Delasia Nixon. Ball off the hands along the baseline and out of bounds off Elyria Ward's hands. We'll go length of the court here. Kiara Jenkins will get it in. Titans will just take their time walking into this offense. They're facing a 2-3 zone at the other end. 1 minute remains in the first quarter. Across the top of the goal. Kiara Jenkins with the ball. The left-handed dribble. Now she'll switch back over to the right. She'll switch back and forth, looking to create some space. Good anticipation that time. Knocked away by Gonzalez. Layup at the other end is a deuce for the Lady Pioneers. Great basket.
Great defensive play by Jada Gonzalez, reading that passing lane, going right to the ball for the easy layup.
Down to a 1-point difference in the last 30 seconds of this first quarter. 8-7 in favor of Lorain High. Off to the left side it'll go. Couple dribbles there for Nia Smith. She'll center things up and then start the attack. Off to the right side in Nixon. Couple dribbles there, trying to clear and create some space. To the right side, Jenkins looks to be a fireball. Look out if she gets in the open. Bounce outside. Beard into the lane, mishandles, ball loose on the court, and it's going to be picked up by the Lady Pioneers, but taken right back by Nixon. And a little bit of a bump, and time will expire with that one going out of bounds in no one's control. We'll take a break. At the end of the first quarter, it's 8-7 Lorain over Elyria, and ladies basketball action on WDLW. 98.9, 1380, WDLradio.com, and TV 20.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
Well, not a ton of scoring in that first quarter. Lorain High comes away with a 1-point lead at the end of the first frame, 8-7. Don Vincent along with David Rivera. David, you mentioned off air, and maybe for the folks down here in the lobby at Lorain High, ladies were getting after it at the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, both teams are really getting after it, diving on the floor. A lot of scrappiness being shown. We talked about this being a rivalry game. Both teams really want to win this game, especially Elyria. They got to get on that winning column with just one win so far this season. This game, these girls are going to go all out.
I would expect that. Nothing less than that. Lorain High will have the ball on the alternate possession. There were 4 tie-ups in that first quarter. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Very quick trap here by the Lady Pioneers. Nixon able to handle it. Nice bounce pass down underneath. Boy, you're going to get a foul whistled. Cora Sanders is going to be whistled for it. The officials willing to let him play until I think that player lost control and went down to the floor.
Yeah, Jersey Beard, you mentioned it. She was picking herself off of the floor, kind of looking for that foul early, and the ref gave it to her late.
Tara Jenkins to inbound for the Lady Titans. Flips it out top. That'll be Ferguson. Ferguson will back away, points out where she wants to go. Crosses over, sends it out to the left side. Malaysia Nixon with the ball. Slings it across to Kara Jenkins, off to the right side now. And Ferguson again, long cross-court pass. Back and away from pressure. That time was Nia Smith. Good ball movement by the Titans. Good patience right now by the Lady Titans.
Well, the Pioneers are sitting in a 2-3 zone, so they're trying to get some good ball movement and cutting to the basket, and the Pioneers are just everywhere they want to go.
Little running jumper in the lane, not going to go. Rebound collected by Ferguson. She'll back away. First minute of this ball game firmly in the hands, the second quarter, firmly in the hands of the Lady Titans. Bounce pass into the lane. There's a turnover by the Titans. So they kept it a little bit better than a minute, but nothing to show for it as we head the other way. The Pioneers on the push into the lane. Cora Sanders up and in.
Cora Sanders with a great take. She was the one that stole the ball on the defensive side, went coast to coast for the Lady Pioneers, up for 2.
Also give the Pioneers their first lead of the ball game. Nixon outside on the left side. 9-8 now in favor of Elyria. There's a moving screen out top. That's going to be whistled on Kiara Jenkins. You can get out there and set the screen or the pick, but you've got to have your feet firmly planted.
You've got to stay still. You can't chase the defender. You have to hold your ground, and if she's going to run into you, fine, but if not, you're just getting her way.
Basically, the starting lineup for the Lorain High Titans trotting back out onto the court. Destiny Evans will join them this time. Destiny not a starter tonight, but averaging over 10 points a ball game.
Yeah, she's really leading the Lady Titans this year.
So here we go. We'll get back at it. Elyria with the ball on their offensive end. Gonzalez splits a double team, tries to force the ball into the middle, picks it up, sends it outside. Cora Sanders there, goes long cross court, ball poked away by Amani Thomas. Energy for the Titans has got to pick back up to where it was at the beginning of that first quarter.
Yeah, they went away from that trapping defense that led to so many easy baskets for the Titans.
Taylor Mayo came back into the game for the Pioneers during that break. She'll have the ball on the left baseline. She'll get whistled for the double dribble. Knew what she wanted to do, had the idea, but somebody stepped in the way, and then that extra hand on the ball is not going to work.
Always thinking about where you're going before you actually go, and just got a little too carried away there.
It sounds very Yoda-ish of you.
I did see Star Wars this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah.
Don't tell me about it. I've not seen it yet. That's a Wednesday activity for the family. Barricklow into the lane, dribbles through, loses the handle on the ball, picked up by the Pioneers on a turnover, poked right back away by the Lady Titans. Good aggressive defense. Amani Thomas trying to get back, but good defense on both sides of the court right now.
And defense leads to offense, Don, and
absolutely.
The ladies are showing you when they apply pressure to the other team, they're able to get easy baskets and turnovers.
McClinton fire things off. Long pass comes out top to Jada Gonzalez. Gonzalez, hesitation out top, sends it right back out to McClinton. Clinton will control the offense as she looks over at Coach Tony Brown on the sideline.
The Titans were trying to trap McClinton at the top, but didn't get there quick enough.
She'll fire a 3-ball long distance, and no dice. Ball tipped out of bounds off the hands of Cora Sanders. It'll be Lorain High ball, length of the court to go, down by a point, 9-8. At the 5:28 mark in this first half.
The Pioneers are running a zone on the Titans. It's giving them a little bit of a fit. One thing I would suggest is sending Destiny Evans from the block up to the top where the foul line is.
Barriclough works it inside. There's a shot high off the glass. Destiny Evans, you call for it. There you go. She steps away and puts one up and in quickly.
She's averaging double digits coming off of the bench. She's immediate offense.
Oh, there's a turnover. It's going to be right into the hands of Evans, and then she's going to get fouled and will head the other way. We'll see who they whistle this one on.
Looked like Elijah Ward picked up that foul.
Yep. There you go. Good call, partner. Her first, team foul number 4 on the Lady Pioneers.
So the Titans are trying to run a guy on the baseline back and forth, and they're trying to get that person the ball. It's not really working with the zone that the Pioneers are playing.
Kaya Herman tries to go to the top of the key, and Evans, it'll be poked away from behind, and I believe that was Ward that got a hand on it. Gonzalez will operate, sends it to outside. Marche Robinson for 3, unable to hit that one, gets her own rebound, falls down trying to get it out. May have been a little bit of contact. McClinton straight on. 3-ball, no, not going to happen. Ball poked around. Barriclough will come down with it after it was tipped away that time by Evans. She'll work up court, goes behind her back, maybe not intentionally. Left-handed shot, misses everything. Save back in bounds. Barriclough right back in possession of it. Looks underneath, then has to kick it back out top with the ball. Llanos will dribble. Bounce pass to the right side. Imani Thomas challenged, then stops and pops from three-point land. No dice. Ball will be tipped out of bounds off the hands of the Pioneers, and it's going to stay with Lorain High on their offensive end.
You have to challenge that zone, Don. You can't stand at the top of the key and in the wings just passing the ball around. You have to attack it and dribble in to see if the defender is going to go to pick you up or going to stay on their man.
Brooklyn Ferguson comes back in the ball game for the Titans. They've got the ball inbounds underneath their own basket. Boy, high pass out top. Misinterpreted pass. Working down toward the baseline is going to be taken away. We're heading the other way. Tony McClinton goes up and gets spun around, and
great defensive play.
Yeah, one official said it was going to be Lorain High's ball. The other two said, no, wait a minute, that really ought to be Elyria's ball. So I think they're going to get together with it. Actually, Mark Feldman, coach from Lorain High, says, you made the call. You were right there. Why is it being switched?
Micaiah Herman for the Titans just applying great defensive pressure and really tied up that Pioneer ball carrier, McClinton.
Mail to inbound. She's taking some extra steps there. She could have been whistled for that. Ball tipped away by the Titans. Here we go. Fast break opportunity. Layup for Llanos is good.
Ferguson with that great look, Don, to hit Llanos for that fast break.
12-9 now in favor of Lorain High. Here's more of that full court pressure. Trap comes on the far side. McClinton now. She'll bring it across the timeline, work to the right wing, and then tries to duck inside. Backs away just inside the arc, spots the deuce. She got it. That's 5 for her in the ball game, makes it a 1-point difference. She's got 8 of Elyria's 11 points. The right side will go. Oh boy, almost a turnover there. Picked up by Ferguson into the lane. Sends it outside. Evans for 3. No. Rebound collected by Lorain High. Into the lane it'll go. Evans again off the glass, up and in. She's tough inside.
Strong move by Destiny Evans.
Here's that full court pressure again by the Lady Titans. 14-11 now in favor of Lorain High. Elyria will handle the pressure, get it across midcourt. Gonzalez outside the arc, well outside the arc on the right side of that offense. 2:51 remaining in this first half of ladies varsity basketball. 14-11 in favor of Lorain High over Elyria. Gonzalez to the right side. Mail with the ball, shows it and brings it back. She'll work off the pick high, spot the long jumper. It would have been good for 3 if it had dropped, but it missed pretty much everything. Rebound comes down, and here come the Titans again on the push. Into the lane, kicking it out. Evans spots for 3. Got it.
Great shot. Great look by Micaiah Herman to find Destiny Evans in the corner for that wide open 3.
Evans, 7 points in the ball game, all of them here in this second quarter. She leads the Titans in scoring. Mail at the other end, works down to the block, has to kick it out top. Hesitation there by Robinson. Crossover into the lane to the right blocks. Found defense there. McClinton will step away. 3-ball launched again. Rolls off the rim. And, boy, a lot of contact underneath. Gonzalez will come away with it. Shot swatted out of bounds. No, they're going to say there was a foul. And anytime you swing that arm, you're going to get whistled for the foul. It's going to be whistled on Micaiah Herman. Her first.
When you close out, you got to have them hands up. You cannot swing that arm, like you said. That's the last thing the referee sees.
Gonzalez will go to the line. First free throws of the ball game for Elyria. Number one is good for Jada. That'll be her 3rd point. There's a sub.
Both teams only shooting 5 free throws so far, Don.
Yeah, it's not much.
We said the referees were letting them play.
That's for sure. Delisha Nixon, by the way, came into the ball game for the Titans, and the 2nd free throw is good. So Gonzalez did her work at the free throw line. She's got 4 points in the ball game, and she'll take a little bit of a break. You got a big lineup in there now for the Pioneers. You got Robles in there at 6'1". You got McClinton at 5'8". A tall lineup. Nixon with the ball to the right side. Llanos, and right back to Nixon out top. Llanos playing catch on the right side of that offense. Wants to work along that sideline, and a timeout comes off the Lorain High bench. And what do we got? A full timeout, which means we'll take a break with 1:32 remaining in the 2nd quarter. 17-13, Lorain High over Elyria High. We'll be back with more on WDLW and TV 20.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Welcome back to Lorain High School with just a minute and change left in this 2nd quarter. Lorain High up 17-13. If you looked at the records coming into the ball game, you know, Elyria at 1-9, Lorain at 6-3. Elyria scoring about 37 points a game, and Lorain scoring about 49. You would have anticipated a little bit more lopsided affair, but again, it's a rivalry game, David.
Yeah, both teams are applying pressure, and that's been the key to both teams'
Agreed.
offense. The half-court sets haven't worked very well for either team, but applying that pressure, applying these turnovers have come easily for both teams.
Llanos to inbound for the Titans coming off their timeout. They'll get it off to Nixon. She'll work to the left side. Hesitates there. Man defense outside played by Robinson. They'll bounce pass down toward the baseline. Kick it right out top. Llanos works away from pressure off of the high pass. Finds Nix again on the left side. A little bit of a switch up in the zone. It's a 1-3-1. Bounce pass to the baseline. 3-ball launch. Not going to happen for the Lady Titans. Rebound. Evans goes back up strong. May have been had a little bit of contact, gets her own rebound. 2nd attempt not going to happen. McClinton comes down with it for the Pioneers. She's going to push on the fast break into the lane, stumbles a little bit, ball rolls out of bounds, and it's going to be a Lorain High ball.
She got tied up underneath the basket, just kind of let the ball go, Don, thinking it was still going to be Pioneer ball, but last person to touch it was McClinton.
And again, the physicalness of this game is something. It's worth noting, I think, more than once or twice. To the left side, it'll be Ferguson outside the arc, finds Evans. Evans on the drive, left side, puts it up with the right hand, leaves it a little bit low. Rebound to McClinton, she'll work up court. Stopped at the top with 35, 34, 33 seconds. Mail, 3-ball, right side, off the front of the rim. Rebound, Evans gets it out quickly. Llanos on the push now for the Titans to the right block. Shot blocked nicely by Tony McClinton. That was a big block.
That's how you play weak side defense. She just let the ball carrier handler go to the basket and blocked it from the weak side.
Lorain High will inbound underneath their own basket as soon as somebody goes over and collects it. Llanos is finally going to do that after the official put it down. You're going to have to get it in here quickly. They will do so. Nixon will be out between the circles.
I think the Titans are content with the last shot here, Don.
I would guess up by 4 with 15, 14, 13 seconds remaining. Llanos looks inside. Evans Wanted to drop step into the lane. Has to kick it back out. Llanos for three. No. Rebound. Evans. Rebound. Strong take again off the glass. No. 2 seconds remain. Stolen back that time by Llanos. Unable to get the shot off. And the first half is going to end in favor of the Lorain High Titans. 17-13 over the Elyria Pioneers. We'll be back with more right after this on WDLW, WDLWradio.com, and TV20.
Ohio State is saving lives every day.
This is Ohio State.
We're the economic engine of the state, a major employer.
Over 60,000 students. We're on the forefront of cancer research. An educational core of Ohio.
Impacting tens of thousands daily.
Our alumni organization is nearly 500,000 worldwide.
This is Ohio State.
This is Ohio State.
Ohio State.
This is the Ohio State University.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
I started mentoring my mentee, Dantre, 4 years ago. I always thought about doing it. It always seemed like a good idea.
We were both nervous when we first met, but everything kind of fell into place.
Mentoring is important to anyone that's pretty fortunate in life to have a little bit of time to pass on that knowledge.
Etienne's a very close friend. I look at him as a brother and a father figure. He taught me just focus on the big picture because I would like to give back just like Etienne gave back to me. Be someone who matters to someone who matters.
I will be coming up on retirement, and the VA benefits will play a very important part in my life.
You may have earned valuable veterans benefits from your military service.
I decided that it was time to go to college and pursue my career.
I was able to buy this house.
Learn more about your eligibility, even how to apply online using e-benefits.
The VA benefits made a real difference in my life.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't been for my VA benefits.
Don't wait. Apply for your VA benefits today.
Welcome back to Lorain High School as we get set for second half action. Featuring the Lady Titans and the Lady Pioneers, 17-13 at the half in favor of Lorain High School. Alternate possession will go the way of the Lorain High Titans to start things off here in this third quarter. Don Vincent, David Rivera. David, what do you expect in the first couple minutes of this third quarter?
You got to set the tone for both teams. Come out early, keep applying that defensive pressure, and see where it goes from there. If they can get lucky and getting some good shots on their half-court looks, it looks like Elyria is coming out in the zone again, so it should be interesting for the Titans.
Ferguson working along with Herman, finds Evans at the left elbow. She just launches the 15-footer and drops it in for her 9th point of the ball game.
She flashed high up to the free throw line, and that's what you have to do to beat a zone.
Get the lineups here for you. It looks like it'll be the starting lineup here for the Lady Pioneers. Cora Sanders works to the right side. McClinton sends it off to Nail. 3-ball left baseline corner. No. Long rebounds going to be collected by the Lady Titans, and here we go the other way. Brooklyn Ferguson with the ball. Tries to go to the top of the key. Drops it off outside. Imani Thomas with a couple dribbles there. Then sends it right back out top to run the offense. Ferguson now sends it right side. Barriclow, ball overhead. It's inside, right back out. Evans at the elbow, sends it outside. 3-ball by Herman. No. Good ball movement that time by the Titans, moving it from right to left. Rebound goes the way of the Pioneers. Nail sends it outside. Gonzalez, pump fake at the arc. She'll send it all the way across to the right side. 3-ball launch from the hip. No, not going to happen. Barriclow with the rebound for the Titans. She'll get it off, and we'll head the other way. Ferguson with the ball, pointing out directions to her Titan teammates. Baseline. Evans, jumper, no, rolls it off the back of the rim. Rebound collected underneath by Jaden Robles. Long pass to Mail at the other end. 3-ball was contested. Got it. That's a big shot for Taylor Mail. Her first basket of the ball game.
She's shooting 1 for 6 from behind the arc. That was her first basket of the night.
Ferguson sends it to the left side. Barricklow with the ball. Sends it to the left side. Destiny Evans. Wanted to take the drive, and yeah, I'm not sure who she was targeting there, but the ball ended up finding the stands.
She was anticipating one of the Titans moving to the corner, and they never moved, and that pass went before they did.
Tanisha Llanos comes back into the ball game. Llanos with 4 points in the ball game. The sophomore's 5-6, and it's a lot of good work.
Full court pressure being applied here by the Titans.
It's not a real aggressive pressure, although there's the trap near midcourt. Almost results in a turnover, but the Pioneers will hold on to it. With the ball out top, crossover dribble, Sanders into the lane. Finds Gonzalez, left baseline for 15. Not going to happen for a rebound collected by Ferguson. She'll start the fast break for the Titans. Cross midcourt, looks to the right side, high pass, nice touch pass into the block that time, going up. May have been fouled, no whistle on that one, and second shot that time is a no-go for Barricklow. Physical play just continues here in this ball game. Mail outside the arc near the left baseline for the Pioneers. 5:25 remaining. It's a 3-point Lorain High lead, 19-16.
Coach Brown wanting to take a little bit of time off of this clock.
Not a surprise, actually. I think if the Lady Pioneers can keep it close, they're going to be where they want to be. They're going to be in that attacking range. Clinton goes to the right side, finds Mail well outside the arc before she sends it out top to Robles. Right back to McClinton. She'll step up for a 3-ball, and that one was well offline, misses everything and heads out of bounds. It'll be a Lorain High ball, length of the court to go.
And Jaden Robles has got to be careful, Don, with those picks she's setting. She's leaning into the defender. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten called yet.
Working up court, Ferguson, top of the key, into the lane, floating jumper, rolls off the back of the rim. No, Gonzalez rebound for the Pioneers. Here we go the other way. Still a 3-point difference, 19-16. In favor of Lorain High. Mail steps to the left elbow, 15-footer, no. Rebound underneath McClinton. Tries to go back up strong, she'll get fouled and go to the line for a couple that time. And there's the size of Elyria showing up down in the bottom end of the paint.
Well, you have to, it's all about attitude rebounding, Don. You have to want to do it. And you talk about the Pioneers a little bit with a size advantage. It still takes that heart to get down there and box out that defender and get that ball.
Barricklow whistled for her first foul, team foul number 1 in this second half. Free throw number 1 is a no-go for Tony McClinton. She's got 5 points, all of those from the first half. Here come your subs back into the ball game. Marche Robinson comes back in for Elyria. I think I saw Destiny Evans trot back on for Lorain High, and maybe Delisha Nixon. Clinton's second. Set for it, put it up, rolls it off the rim, and no, it'll go out of bounds off the hands of Robinson just into the ball game, Lorain High. Now, Elyria has an opportunity with the ball going out of bounds to set up their press. They'll go with a 1-2-2. Pretty effective thus far. Nixon will get the ball, needs to work up court, finally does so, long pass forward. Ferguson there with the layup, did a nice job tipping that ball back to herself. She'll put in her 4th point of the ball game.
Great look by Llanos to find Ferguson breaking for that easy deuce.
Gonzalez working to the left side. That'll be Robinson, gets it right back. Nice job working the ball up court. They'll send it outside. 3-ball launch from the left corner is a no-go for Sanders. Rebound collected by Nixon. Long pass forward. Boyd just leaking out there and getting the easy basket at the other end. Tanisha Llanos, she's got 6.
Transition defense is what really is working for the Titans. They're able to create turnovers, get that momentum going.
Robinson mishandles the ball, and a timeout comes off the Elyria bench. I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Tony Brown wants to talk to his team. I'm guessing it is a 30 since everybody's staying on the court. That is the case.
Great call there by Coach Brown. He saved the turnover. They were getting ready to call the 8-second rule.
17-13 at the half, a 4-point lead for Lorain High. 23-16 now in favor of Lorain High. As they move through this third quarter, Lorain High starting to extend a little bit. And we're kind of talking about those fast break points. And we haven't seen a lot of them for Lorain High, but in this third quarter, that's been the difference in the runs.
Yeah, and we mentioned Destiny Evans starting the second half has really provided another spark. She, on offense, is really great. Defensively, she's all over the place. She has a high motor, and she's been leading that defensive charge.
Gonzalez, Robinson, McClinton, Sanders, and Mail on the court now for Elyria. Pick up the Lorain High 5 in just a second as they try to trap outside. Gonzalez steps up to the arc on the right wing, finds a double team. Ball just literally taken off of her hands by Ferguson. She'll push the fast break, goes to the right side, scoops up the layup, misses that one. Evans there for the rebound, put back, no surprise. Destiny Evans is coming up big for the Lorain Titans. She's the only player in double digits with 11 in the ball game, and she's doing that coming off the bench. Splitting the defense, going the other way. Sanders has the ball knocked away. It's going to be picked up by Amani Thomas. Here come the Titans going the other way. Ferguson, top of the key, bounce pass to the baseline. Evans going to get a little bit of a bump there on Taylor Mail. That'll be her first team foul number 1.
Titans really rolling this third quarter, picking up some momentum off those easy baskets on the defensive end.
I think that's their brand of basketball. I think that's where they want to be pretty much all the time. Took them a while to get into that flow today. Might be playing an early game.
Yeah, the whole schedule, everything's off today for these kids.
Just a little bit. Ball comes inside and will be knocked out of bounds off of the Lady Pioneers. They'll stay with Lorain. Ball out underneath their own basket.
Great look by Lanos to find Amani Thomas open underneath.
Comes in for the Lady Titans. Nixon sends it down toward the baseline. Ball over ahead was Llanos. She'll send it right back out top. And you're going to get a little bit of a carry out top. Nixon just losing focus a little bit.
We talked about it's been a pretty clean game so far, not many turnovers. I think she just got a little bit lackadaisical at the top of the key.
Sanders to inbound for the Pioneers, gets it in to Robinson. She'll just walk up court. She'll be D'd out top by Nixon. Asia Ward will set the screen for her to the right baseline. McClinton works for the drive, gets cut away. Send it right back out top, and Sanders will reset the offense for the Pioneers. 2:27 remaining in the third quarter here at Lorain High School. Mail, long, 3-ball, comes up short, rebound, and putback is good that time. Elijah Ward, right place, right time. Her second basket of the ball game. She's got 4.
Great play there by Elijah Ward to clean up that miss by Mail for the easy putback.
Ferguson walks up court. Brooklyn running the offense for Lorain High. Waits for the double team to come her way and then kicks it away. Ball poked away underneath as they were trying to get the high pass into the high post. Elyria with a takeaway. Ward in the lane. Shot up and shot in. She's got 6 now, and all of a sudden Elijah Ward showing up. Cuts the lead to about 5, 25-20 with 1:45 remaining in the third quarter.
She's a player, Don. I like Elijah Ward. They put her in to try to match some of that intensity from Destiny Evans.
She's D'ing Evans up. Shot goes outside off the possession by Evans. Ward and Evans going at it. Evans will poke it away and pick it up near the right baseline. Stay in the hands of the Lady Titans. Nixon with the ball, wanting to duck inside, finds Ferguson out top. She waits for the double team to come get her, and then you get a high post. There's the bounce pass to the top of the key. Thomas has the ball ripped away. Here we go, the other way, in the hands of Sanders. Goes behind her back, sends it all the way across Mail. Open 3-ball, no, well short. Rebound collected by the Titans off the long rebound. Nixon's going to come away with it. Work up court, sends it outside. They'll lob it down to the baseline. Ball knocked away that time by the big Elijah Ward. And double teamed along the baseline. Somehow gets the pass off. Evans will step just inside the arc and fill it up.
Great look by Brooklyn Ferguson to find Evans sitting there on the baseline for the easy jumper.
Ball poked away by Ferguson for Lorain High. Sends it outside. Lots of time for Llanos to look at the 3-ball. Couldn't hit it. Ward with another rebound for the Pioneers. Into the hands of Sanders. She'll center things up into the lane, kicks it outside. Robinson thought about a 3. This time it'll be McClinton. That one a little bit flat on the shot. 18, 17, 16 seconds remain in this third quarter. 27-20 in favor of Lorain High. They've been able to extend, but they cannot pull away from Elyria. They're scrappy. Ferguson with 8, 7, 6 on the clock. Starts to approach into the lane. Everything opens up, goes up for the shot. She gets fouled on the way, and I believe they're going to get Elyria Ward on that. And again, it's one of those fouls you get for swinging that arm.
It was a great take there by Brooklyn Ferguson. Going left, using the left hand, picking up that foul.
Ferguson will go to the line. These will be her first free throws of the ball game, which is a little bit of a surprise as much as she's been attacking the hoop. She'll bounce the ball a couple times. Free throw number 1 is good.
We mentioned earlier with Ashley Heisel being out, Brooklyn's taken over more of the facilitating role for the Lady Titans, getting them set up in their offensive sets.
Couple subs come in for the Lady Titans. Nia Smith trots onto the court. Give her a little bit of credit here. Ferguson's second free throw rolls off the rim. Rebound is collected by Thomas. Tried to get it back up. Not going to happen for her the first time or the second time. Third quarter ends 28-20. Lorain High over Elyria. We'll take a break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action on WDLW as well as WLCS TV 20.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
8 more minutes up on the clock here at Lorain High School. 28-20, Lorain High over Elyria as we head into this final quarter. I'm Don Vince along with David Rivera. David Q back on the controls at the station. You talked a little bit about the ability to score in this ball game, and I want to revisit for everybody that's listening on air because those are some significant numbers.
Yeah, the Pioneers opened up with 7 in the first quarter, 6 in the second, and then again 7 in the third. They pulled it close. They're only down by 8 points heading into this fourth quarter, but the Titans have increased their scoring every quarter. The first quarter they had 8, the second quarter they had 9, and that third quarter was their most with 11. So both teams heading into this final stretch, this last 8 minutes, very crucial.
Well, and to be honest with you, I mean, I think any coach would tell you, especially at the varsity level, you need to see double-digit scoring every quarter. You need to be 10 or better. I think Lorain High, you give them a nod with 9 and 11 in that second and third quarter combination, and you kind of average out. But yeah, you've got to be able to score at the varsity level in order to win. Alternate possession goes the way of Elyria to start things off here in this final 8 minutes of ladies varsity basketball action. Robinson outside the arc on the left side for Elyria High School. McClinton wanted to give her a little bit of a pick. She'll hand off to Mayo. Mayo will work to the right side and then find McClinton. Check that, Elyria Ward at the top. Works down to the blocks, gets tied up, sends it outside. Tony McClinton for 3, no. Rebound's going to be collected by the Lady Titans, and Micaiah Herman sends it up to Barraclough. She'll mishandle, will be picked up by Ward. Another jump ball in this game. We haven't seen one since, the first quarter. There were 4 of them in the first quarter. This one will stay with Lorain High. That'll switch the arrow and give it back to Elyria here. That could potentially be big at the end of the game. 28-20 in favor of Lorain High. 7:21 remaining this final quarter. Barraclough, high post, gets bumped from behind. Foul is going to be whistled on Elyria, and probably seen a few more tougher fouls in the ball game than that one. But Elyria Ward's going to get whistled for her third.
Yeah, she went over the back of Barraclough and just knocked her to the ground trying for that loose ball.
Barraclough with the inbounds pass, sends it outside to the left side. Kara Jenkins for 3 off the rim, a little bit on the hard side. Rebound tied up. Alternate possession's going to go the way of the Elyria Pioneers. Both the girls going up, and neither one of them willing to give in.
A lot of tie-ups today. There's great defensive effort by both teams.
I'll say that was Herman for Lorain High and Robinson for Elyria High that were tied up there. Credit both of their efforts.
A little bit of pressure here by the Titans.
A little bit of a token trap press. Goes up court. Cora Sanders, right side. Fires away on the jumper. That one not going to happen. Barraclough with the rebound. Boy, had Ferguson leaking out there for the fast break. Just works up court with the dribble. Now finds a double team. Sends it across the top. To the left side. Hesitation there. Kiara Jenkins sends it right back outside. 3-ball launch. 3-ball good. Micaiah Herman.
Great shot by Micaiah Herman. Wide open for that 3-point look.
Full timeout taken off the Lorain High bench. Up 31-20 with 6:34 remaining. We'll step away. We'll be back with more on WDLW and WLCS TV 20. (31-20) Lorain High over Elyria High School as we step into this fourth quarter. Not a lot of scoring, only 3 points up, but that was a big 3 points for Lorain because it took it into a double-digit lead.
And this is the biggest lead that Lorain's had all night.
Yeah.
With the 11-point lead in this final quarter. Great job there by the Titans moving the ball and finding the open shooter. Micaiah Herman just sitting out there on the wing for that wide open 3-pointer, able to connect. If I'm Tony Brown and the Pioneers, we got to put together some defensive pressure and score fast.
I would agree with that 100%.
I would look for Tony McClinton to have the green light, as well as Taylor Mail. They've both been shooting from behind the arc. Not very well tonight, but they haven't been afraid to shoot it.
Or if you can find Elijah Ward on the blocks. I mean, she's got a lot of length, and she can give you some points in the paint. Here we go. Elyria with the ball to start things off here with 6:23 remaining. They tried to find Ward. Ball knocked away nicely by Ferguson. Picked up and going the other way by Jenkins. Jenkins hesitates. A little shovel pass to Barraclough in the lane. Has to send it out top. Not going to happen there for her. Had Nia Smith, then right back out top. 3-ball launch. Jenkins, good.
Wow, that was a dagger by Jenkins. Wide open in the corner for 3.
Lorain High with a little bit more pressure here, trying to slow down Elyria, make them work for their points. They'll get it up court. 3-ball at the other end to answer. Not going to happen for Mail. Foul down at the other end. Kiara Jenkins a little out of position, tried to go after that rebound. Gets whistled for the foul.
Lady Titans connecting on their last 2 3-point attempts, extending this lead to 14.
Sub coming into the ball game for Elyria. Jada Gonzalez will report back in. Sitting down will be Tony McClinton. A little bit winded. She's been out there a lot today. Look for her to come back here as soon as possible. Lob pass comes into Ward. Little drop step into the lane. Half hook with the left hand. Not going to happen. Rebound comes down, and here we go the other way. Nia Smith with the ball. Stops on a dime. Getting chased from behind by Ward. Goes by her. Splits a double team. Lays it up and in. Nia Smith, her first basket of the ball game.
Nia Smith said, well, if Elijah Ward's going to pressure me on the top, I'm just going to go right to the basket.
Makes perfect sense. Here we go the other way. Mail just outside the arc. Thought about a 3-ball, then sends it back out top. Gonzalez looking at man defense from Lorain High, getting hawked from behind. Takeaway by Jenkins. She'll have a free layup. Just go up smooth, put it up and in. That's exactly what Kiara does. That'll give her 5, and that will bring a timeout off the Elyria bench. And I think it's going to be another 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 5:09 remaining, 38-20 now in favor of Lorain High.
Nice left-handed layup there by Kiara Jenkins, just going straight to the hole, all the way off of that steal. Great pressure by the Titans. They were able to trap on the sidelines, creating that turnover, and here we go.
I thought it was going to be a 30-second timeout. Apparently, so did Coach Feldman, because he's got his girls standing up. The Elyria players went to the bench, so let's take a full timeout, I think, or not. No, they come back out. Oh, I'm confused. Not the first time that's happened. 38-30. Here's I'm going to build on your point. This has been a 10-0 fourth quarter thus far in favor of Lorain High, David.
Yeah, you just can't do that when you're struggling to score points on offense. If you're the Pioneers, you've got to be able to stop this. You've got to apply some pressure defensively to get the ball back and to score some points quickly. You're down by almost 20 points now in the fourth quarter.
I think the table was full, and here's what happened with that timeout. They put a minute's worth of timeout up on the board, and they actually had to let it run down. So they held up the restart here. And now we'll get back after it. Just a little bit better than 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. An 18-point lead for Lorain High. McClinton right back in the ball game. No surprise there. Cora Sanders into the lane, has the ball poked away that time by Kiara Jenkins. It's going to be Lorain High ball. Last player to touch was wearing a red jersey.
Good pressure there by Kiara Jenkins, getting a hand in there and knocking that ball loose.
Nia Smith wants to inbound it, finally does so to Ferguson. She finds a double team and flips it up into the middle of the lane. Taken away by Mail, but her shot well short. Rebound collected by Ferguson. Goes behind her back as she hesitates, breaks the timeline, works to the top of the key, sends it to the left side. Jenkins there with the ball. Crosses over, sends it outside. Barraclough wanted baseline, then decided to work back out to the wing. Finds Jenkins again. Tries to work inside. Not going to happen for her. Back away from pressure. Tries to extend that Elyria defense. They're back into a man look here.
You got to go to the man. You got to get out of that zone because the Titans will just sit there and throw that ball all around them.
Working through the lane, into the lane, up with the shot. Not going to happen that time for Micaiah Herman. Rebound stays with Lorain High. Running jumper is a little bit long for Nia Smith. Rebound collected by Marsha Robinson. Long pass forward to Mail. She launches from three-point range. Misses everything out of bounds. It's going to stay with Elyria that time. Running along the baseline that time was Micaiah Herman. Just couldn't bring the ball down.
There was a fast break there for the Pioneers, and Taylor Meal just pulled up for three and wide open. She could have drove the ball to the basket. Just fallen in love with that three-point shot. It hasn't been falling tonight for him, though.
Bunch of subs in here for Lorain High and during that stoppage of play. Three-ball launch. That one's not going to fall for Cora Sanders. Rebound collected by Jenkins. I think she's the only player for Lorain High that did not come off the court. She'll take the right side of the lane, flips it up off the glass and in.
And she looks fresh, Don. You mentioned she hasn't came out the game, but she's really lit up this fourth quarter.
A lot of energy as she gets set to play defense out top on Marsha Robinson. She'll go to the right side and hand off to Gonzalez. Mail with the ball, a couple dribbles with that right hand. Looks to find McClinton, does so. 3:20 remaining in the fourth quarter, 40-20 in favor of Lorain High. This fourth quarter has belonged to the Titans. Tony McClinton, the 5'8" senior, works to the right elbow, launches from 15. Not going to happen for a rebound. Amani Thomas, one of those players that just came back into the game. She'll be out there along with Tanisha Llanos, Elijah Nixon, and Destiny Evans. And out top is Jenkins, just waiting for the defense to find her, and as long as she can burn time, she will. She'll go behind her back, sends it outside to the left baseline, and Thomas will send it right back out top to her. Jenkins into the lane, no one there to stop her, mishandles as she's going up and then goes down in a pile. Rebound, no, that's not going to happen that time, and then a foul underneath is going to be whistled on Thomas.
Kiara Jenkins is a little out of control on that shot to the basket, was looking for the foul but did not get bailed out.
Yeah, I think she just got ahead of herself. I didn't think she anticipated things opening up so wide for her.
And she's had the hot hand.
She has.
She's come in for Brooklyn Ferguson, has really ran this offense for the Titans.
7 points in the ball game, all of them here in this fourth quarter.
Got a new Titan checking in, Paige Barraclough coming in for the Titans now.
I wanted to see if the two Barracloughs were out there, but just one. Just one for right now. Here we go the other way. Cora Sanders at the ball to the right elbow. Works inside. Boy, ball just taken away by Nixon. Now she'll push on the fast break. Coach Mark Feldman puts 4 fingers up into the air. I'm assuming that's a 4 out, 1 in, but looks like a 5 out right now. Maybe it was all 5 fingers he had up there. Nixon backing away from pressure. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Nixon will play catch out top. Paige Barraclough gets her first touch in the ball game. She'll send it right back to Nixon on the left side. Until the defense comes out, there's no point in really going anywhere right now.
Absolutely.
Double team will come out top. Barraclough. McClinton will find her. Take the dribble. Get away from a little bit of pressure. Drops it right back off.
You have to force the issue. You can't try to trap by walking up to the ball handler.
Oh, there's a turnover by the Titans. Well, actually going to say the Elyria touched it, so no over and back. Down to a minute and a half remaining. Yeah, Tony Brown has his hands up in the air saying, hey, what happened here?
A little confusion by the Pioneers. They're 2 girls on 1 Titan, leaving the ball handler at the top.
Long jumper there, not exactly what I think Coach Feldman wanted to see, but he'll take it up by 20, 40-20. And the sub comes back into the ball game, Jada Gonzalez, who had a hot first half. She was contributing quite a bit, not so much in the second half.
No, she's been scoreless. She's been held scoreless, 0 for 2 the second half shooting.
So you have Mackenzie and Paige out on the court now.
The Barraclough sisters.
There you go. All right. Working up court, Robinson for Elyria with the ball with 1:04 remaining in game number 1 of a doubleheader that we'll be bringing here on air as well as on WLCS TV 20. Joe Baca joining us. And we can talk probably in the second half or maybe in between games a little bit about how you can check this game out. Drive into the lane this time for the Pioneers. Not going to happen. Gonzalez with a couple steps. Sends it right back out top to Robinson. Down to 40, 39, 38 on the 4th quarter clock here. And it looks as though the Pioneers may not score as ball bounced off the feet of Nia Noble of Elyria, who just came into the game in relief. 31 seconds remain, and Elyria has not been able to put a point up on the board here in this 4th quarter.
Not what Coach Brown had in mind. They were down only 8 heading into this 4th quarter, and just to have the doors blown off now by 20, I'm sure that's not what Tony's looking for.
Gonzalez out top, has the ball poked away by the Titans. They'll get it forward. Paige Barraclough works away from pressure, sends it right back out to Llanos. Llanos with the drive across the top, has the ball knocked away, picks it back up. Back to Barraclough. Wants to go with the drive, getting bodied up out there. Works it through the pressure and away from the pressure. Sends it off to the left side. Llanos with the ball and the dribble. Time will expire, and the Lorain High Titans will win 40-20 over the Lady Pioneers from Elyria High School. It's on WDLW 98.9, 1380, WDLWradio.com, as well as WLCS TV 20.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.